Last Monday, we got 2 bright tanks. They came in cradles. We unloaded them off the truck, and they are sitting in the loading dock area waiting to be stood up. We got these bright tanks because we have a bottleneck in the brewery from a production perspective. The beer gets stuck in one of the tanks, and if we don't have the right packaging material in at the time, or we run out of something, or we need to be able to shift gears in a fast way, our tanks are usually occupied with beer. And so in order for us to get one beer out and the next one in, you got it. We've only got one tank. So now that we have 3 tanks, it's going to allow us to move production a lot faster. The challenge with these bright tanks is that they're on rollers and big cradles. We have to stand them up somehow. So we had to devise a plan in order to be able to figure out how to stand them up and get them into the brew house and get them installed, get them online as fast as possible.
You already got the tackle up there. The only problem is it going to be in the way? When do you plan on moving it into here?
Well, we could always leave the tank in the hallway. After unloading the bright tanks from the semi, we left them in the loading dock area. We contemplated whether we should stand them up in the loading dock area and then trying to get them through into the brew house, or we stand them up into the entryway of the brew house via the bar area. What ended up happening is the doors weren't large enough to be able to roll them into the brew house and stand them up inside. So we ended up standing them up right next to the bar and then rolling them through the bar into the brew house, getting them ready for installation. Let me go grab the forklift and I'll drive it around today. I don't look when I go through. So in order to get these tanks up and stood upright out of the cradles, we ended up devising a block and tackle plan. In order for us to do that, we laid down 2 by 12s onto the floor so that as the tank tipped up and came to the focal point, it didn't slam over and break our concrete and our tile.
Okay. Hold 1 second.
The next step with these bright tanks are getting the piping, getting the fittings, getting it welded, and then washing and cleaning. We'll be ready to roll, hopefully by the end of the week. Once we get these online, the next step is to create a pipe stand that didn't come with these tanks. A pipe stand is a pipe that sticks inside the tank because we use gravity as our filtration device. With regards to that, the yeast and other materials collect in the bottom of the tank, and we suck off the top of the tank in order to be able to leave the trub and other junk inside the tank. So those are now being currently manufactured by one of our patrons at the brewery.